a few random thoughts this evening. So, one of the thoughts that I was thinking about this evening, tonight, whatever. Um, I was talking to somebody the other day and we were talking about code switching. And we had a good conversation about it, and this did not even click to me until like tonight. I don't like that word. I don't think that what we're doing is code switching. I think that we are being like chameleons and we're adapting to our environment. So, in its essence, I hope that people are not trying to fit in some place that they don't belong by pretending to be somebody that they are not. The way I speak when I'm at work is not the way I would speak to my friends. I work with kids, so sometimes the way I speak to them is the way I would speak to my friends because they just are a different type of ragtag bunch. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have to be inauthentic to fit into anybody's spaces, especially given the climate of our country. So that was the first thing that, kind of ran around in my brain, right? And then the second thing was, why do we always tell ourselves what we can't do? I was braiding my daughter's hair. I used some different products. She has thick, beautiful, natural hair. And usually I just do 2 braids and that's her braid out, right? And I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. So I was going to do 4 braids. And I went to part her hair twice and I physically could not do it. And then I just started braiding it and it was fine. It was smooth. It was just like it normally would be. It didn't, the hurdle that I thought I was going to have to jump over by just looking at it and tackling it never happened. So then that made me think too, because I know I talk to my clients a lot about this. How come we always think about everything that could go wrong or that we can't do something that we never tried? How come we do not? And it's normal to think about things that can go wrong and can I successfully complete this task that I never did? But why do we stay there? Why do we relish in that part instead of saying, what if I try this and I do it and I do it well? What would that do for my mood? What would that do for my self-esteem? What would that do for my confidence? And what if I try it and I don't do well and I still learn something? I just want us to learn as individuals how to start reprogramming and retraining our brain to be more positive and be strength-based. The way you speak to yourself really affects your entire life. In a negative way or in a positive way. So if you speak down to yourself and you don't treat yourself well, the people that you meet and the people that you spend your time with won't do it either. If you do and the people around you still don't treat you well, then you have to reevaluate your situation and your environment. I want everybody to have a beautiful, wonderful, happy, healthy life. But guess what you get to do as an adult? You get to decide and determine what that looks like and what that means. What does success mean to you? What does thriving mean to you? What does healing look like and mean for you and to your life? Another conversation I had this week, our brains do not automatically shift because we're chronologically adults. Your age, the number, it means nothing if you can't process the things that you need to process so that you can have that healthy, happy life I just mentioned. You have control when you can control yourself. You have power when you can make shifts that are for your betterment. Make good choices. It is so simple. There are so many right ways to do things. And again, that's the beauty about being an adult. I think, again, back to we don't make that shift. We're so used to people telling us when we're kids who we are, what we can and can't do. And some of us grow up very, very restricted and regimented and structured. And then when we become adults, we either lose our shit and we just wild out, or we seek out other people who are similar to our families in that dynamic, and we may not have liked that. That may not have been beneficial or helpful at all to us, right? So I think that it's important for you to assess and address. You are the driver. You are in control. Where are you going? The destination is yours. Live your best life and be amazing every day. And even if you're not, tomorrow is another day.